So we're going to take a closer look at a 2K resolution indoor security camera by Eufy. So let's look at the box. It's not very large. On the front here, we can see the picture of the camera. It is for indoor on-device AI, which is recognizing like humans and pets and also tracking, which is pretty cool. And we also have tilt and pan capabilities. So you can turn in 360 basically and up and down. More information here, connection to the app with your phone. And here we have the rest of the features that this security camera is capable of. And on the bottom there, we can see what's in the box. So let's go ahead and open it up. There is a seal on the top. All right, so there's a little box with all of our accessories. So this is like a little sticker that lets you mount the camera, which could be pretty handy. The mount itself, so if you want to hard mount it to a ceiling or just about anywhere. And I like how they have the little brass bushing on the inside. We get a pretty long cord, which is a micro USB to a normal USB, and this is going to be the power cable for the camera. All right, we got some more stuff in here. So this is the mounting hardware. There's like a couple screws in there with inserts. We also get a power brick, which is a 5 volt 1 amp. So you pretty much got everything you need to get the camera working, and let's go ahead and pull it out. And this is what it looks like. It's not that big, which is great. And yeah, got a decent weight to it. Speaker here on the side, power setup button, another speaker. So it's got 2 speakers. And then we got the lens here. And so this also rotates, as you guys can see. And this part also goes up and down. And there's a protector here that we need to pull off. So the camera itself is right in the middle, and on the outside is where we have IR lights where you can see in the dark. So, and also there's a pinhole right there, and I'm guessing that's probably the mic. Yeah, very nice design and construction. So looking at the manual, it's a quick start guide. It's quite intuitive. Actually breaks down of what everything is. So that little hole was the mic. We have the setup and where to download the app, LED indicator and the status, and mounting it and things like that. So yeah, quite well covered here and very easy to understand. So let's go ahead and get this thing hooked up. So this power cable is about 6 feet or so decent length. So we're gonna plug in the USB into the brick, and then we're gonna plug the micro USB here in the power, just like that. So we can see a little light lights up here, and all right, so it's actually moving around. All right, so I guess it's kind of like a reset motion where it knows exactly where it's at. So for the next part, we're gonna go to the Play Store and type in Eufy, and Eufy Security will come up. And you guys can see we have very good reviews, which is a good sign. Install. So it is gonna be 131 megabytes. So I'm gonna put my phone on a stand so we can see a little better without me moving it too much, but let's go ahead and open the app. So here we have a little introduction, looks like. I guess we'll click skip here. So now we need to either log in or make an account. All right, so once you log in, we're gonna have to agree to the terms and conditions. Also, we need to allow notifications. We need to allow it to access our files. And on my phone, it looks like I can enable fingerprint login, which I'll do that because that sure would be easy. And as simple as that, that is on. Let's go back. So here it's kind of showing us how to use the device. Got it. And are at the home page. So we need to add a device. So let's go ahead and do that. So these are all the different cameras that are available. So we have a wired camera, and here it is right here, the indoor pan and tilt. Next. So it tells us to plug it in and wait till the LED is solid blue, which it is right now. So now it wants to scan a QR code, and we should be able to find that on the bottom of the device right here. So we're gonna scan that. And there it goes. I'm going to allow it to connect. So now we need to push and hold for 2 seconds the button in the back where it says setup, and we should be able to hear a beep. There we go. Pretty simple. Yes, we've heard the beep. Now it wants to know location. So now we're going to choose our Wi-Fi network and log into it.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Please wait.
So now it's going to connect.
Setup was successful.
All right, so it looks like it was successfully set up and added. So now we're going to choose where this device is going to be. I'm going to leave it for living room. Click next. So here we can use it in different ways. Most efficient, full effect, or include thumbnails. Get full notification, include text and thumbnail. All right, so it's already giving me notifications. So I guess it's going to be either full effect or maybe include I guess I would choose the bottom one here, but yeah, either of these two should be good. So it looks like it keeps noticing motion is why it's triggering. So here we have microphone audio recording. So we're going to keep those on. Storage. So we don't have a micro SD card. And by the way, if we push this all the way up, we can see it's right here. That's where you're going to install it. And so if you want it to, you know, record and store it, you'll have to install that. You obviously can use it with just getting notification. So I'm going to be actually adding this camera to another system, which has the HomeKit, which will records to it. And I wouldn't need a SD card, but if you're going to use it standalone, you obviously would probably want to put a little SD card in there to store the video files. So we're just going to skip this part as we're not going to install the SD card. So here it says that we need to update the firmware. So let's go ahead and do that. And it says it's going to take about 9 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit here, but we'll let it do its thing and we'll be back. All right, so it's successfully updated. We'll click finish. Here it's asking us how we're going to mount the camera. So for now, we're just going to leave it like on a table or shelf. So you can put it on a wall or the ceiling, which will be upside down. So we're going to click on shelf. So here it kind of recommends the height. All right. And also a little mounting note. Congratulations, we are successful. Click finish. All right. So we got some kind of note that says that cannot receive notifications from camera sensors. I don't know what that's all about. Anyways, so here we are at the main menu. And if I click on it, you guys will see the live feed. And you can actually hear me too. So I'm going to turn the sound off down here, and we got a notification. Something was spotted. So yeah, the picture looks great actually. Let's see if I can move the camera a little bit. Maybe I'll point it here at the box. Yeah, up close, the focusing distance is about a foot or so, maybe a little more, like 1.5 feet, and it becomes sharp. So if you get too close to it, it's a little blurry, but yeah, it's pretty sharp. So we have quite a few things we can do in the app. We can control the pan and tilt. You guys can see it moves around. Really cool. Let's see how low it goes. So it goes reasonably low. Probably goes, yeah, reasonably high also. Very nice. So on the bottom is going to be where most of our options are, which is record. So you can start recording lively of what you're seeing. Screenshot, which is going to capture a photo of what you're seeing live there. You can speak through the camera by holding the speak button here. So if we hold it, we can hear that I'm talking to the camera. Yeah, you can hear and also talk back. And we have a 360 look here. That should spin, yeah, there we go. So it's going to spin it all the way around here, the room. From one end to the other. So it's just kind of like a, I guess, check. And then we have the sound on and off here. So if we swipe up, we get more options. We got event, Alta, alarm, tracking, and calibration. So on events, we're going to be able to read our SD card, which we don't have. So there is no events here, is there? Yeah, it just says failed to load events. And then we got Alta, and that's going to control the night vision. So it's either going to use the infrared lights or not. So you can choose that here. Click on Alta. So basically when it gets too dark, it's going to go into black and white infrared light. Then we got the alarm here. So it's going to go off for 30 seconds. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's reasonable. I wouldn't say it's that loud, but you know, it has a good amount of sound. Here we have tracking. So this is going to track a subject. Let's see, is it going to work on this box? Oh yeah, there we go. So you guys, well, there we go. Yeah. So whenever it sees anything moving, it's going to start tracking it. So this could be a really cool feature if you know, want the camera to track while it's recording, obviously when you see someone. So hopefully you guys can see my hand here. Let's see if it'll follow me. Hey, not bad. It even goes up. So it's trying its hardest to follow me, and it's kind of working. Very cool. So if I don't do anything, let's see what happens. Okay, so it found me as a human and it's trying to track me. So I'm going to turn off the tracking. And when I do that, it actually goes back to where it started. And I'm guessing that whenever no one's nearby, it's going to go back again to where it was, which is a good sign. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So far, so good, and everything seems to work great. So for the last part, we have calibration, and I guess that's just going to calibrate the camera. Okay, so it goes corner to corner and kind of checks, make sure everything works. Yeah, and then we have here settings where we can control different things. We can actually turn the camera on and off, which is cool. Motion detection settings, and it goes in a little more granular here. Sound detection is off, so you can, you know, detect sound. Let's say if you have a baby or maybe a dog, when your dog barks, you can start recording, see what's going on. So pan and tilt settings here, how fast it moves. You can make it go faster or slower. So that's that. And then we have pet command, and I guess this is to command the pet to stop when it goes into certain areas. So you can select exactly where you don't want. Let's say your dog not jumping on the couch or bed, you can select that part, and whenever the dog goes there, the camera will automatically say stop. That's pretty interesting. So we have video settings, and for some reason we got 1080p, which is crazy. I thought we were on 2K because it looked really good. All right, so I can't even change that to 2K unless I put a SD card slot in there because it's only supporting 1080. So yeah, if you want to take advantage of the whole 2K, which I wonder if I need to put one in there anyways, but in any case, 2K will work, but you do need to put the SD card in there. And also here we have continuous recording, which if you wanted to 24/7 record, but you definitely would have to put a pretty large card in there. We also got audio settings here, and you can control the volume of your speaker, notifications. So all of them are checked, and here's a pretty cool feature. You can have an interval time between whenever there's a detection of motion, and it notifies you either constantly or 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So if you don't want to get bombarded by notifications constantly, you can set that interval. So yeah, guys, lots of options here, and I'm probably running through them kind of quick, but I just want you guys to see what's available, and pretty good options for sure. And we got general, so you can turn the light on and off, storage, and then your connections and stuff like that. You can also share the device. So let's say you have a spouse that you want to also use the cameras, you can send her the invitation, and then share your thoughts, I guess, with the company, and also restart or remove the device. And that's pretty much it. I'm sure there's other things we can do here that I'm probably missing, but this is pretty much the overall here for this camera. And you can go full screen. As you guys can see, it looks really good. Alright guys, so yeah, this is the Eufy 2K indoor security camera that can pan and tilt. And as you guys can see, the Eufy app, and it makes sense why it's rated so well, is very versatile and seems to work excellent. So I'm pretty excited to use this camera, and actually going to get more Eufy products to kind of go along with the whole home security system. So yeah, very excited and happy about the performance and overall features of Eufy. And by the way, Eufy is an Anchor company, which if you guys know, they are a great company that make a lot of cool things. So I did pick this thing up on Amazon, and it's actually quite a reasonable price. So if you are interested in it, I'm going to have some links in the description. Check it out. And if you did enjoy this video, then hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this and other things I do on this channel, stay tuned for more. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.